Hey, good evening, everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. I am pissed off, and I'm going to try not to swear too much, but I got some things to say, and consequences be damned. Uh, this moron in the White House today started with his executive orders. Stuff that it doesn't mean anything. It's just stuff to make him look like he's doing something. Joe Biden can take his executive orders and wipe his ass with them, as far as I'm concerned. Some of this stuff, we can go back to this Keystone Pipeline. $8 billion the man wasted, 50,000 tons of steel laying up there rusting, and he just stops it. Why? Because Trump thought it was a good idea. If I was the governors of these sovereign states that are affected by this pipeline being stopped, I'd write my own executive order and say, no, Washington, D.C. doesn't have anything to do with what we're doing, and we're not going to have all these people put out of work and the whole economy of the country wrecked. And the pipeline's going to go forward. And the same thing with down in Texas with the wall. Look at the mess these people have made down there. They won't even admit there's a problem. Neither the president, or vice president have bothered going down there. And she's been appointed in charge of that nonsense down there and hasn't even bothered showing up. But that's not even what I'm pissed off about. I'll tell you what I'm pissed off about. And if y'all aren't pissed off about it, we got bad problems. This man stood up there in public at the podium and said, and I quote, and I wrote it down, "No amendment is absolute." Do you hear that? No amendment is absolute. Those words right there are grounds for removal from office. Good evening, Nicole. I ain't happy. This fool took an oath to preserve. Preserve means maintain in good condition. Protect, and that means make sure it stays safe. And defend the Constitution of the United States of America. And this guy has the nerve to stand there and say, no amendment is absolute. The words Congress shall make no law are absolute. The words shall not be infringed are absolute. And we've got this imposter standing there ready to throw everything away that I don't know how many thousands of men fought and died to defend. And it's not absolute. Give me a damn break. You people don't understand what you're doing. I'm sitting here this afternoon. I heard gunfire outside. And I thought, well, it's springtime. There's groundhog or two maybe that needs to be eliminated from the farmer's fields so cattle don't break their legs in the holes and stuff like that. And I heard more. And then I started paying attention to it. I heard 20, 25 rounds. And then I had to go upstairs for a little while and the window was open and I heard it again. I started counting 30 rounds. And I wondered what in the world's going on because I hadn't seen any news yet. Evening, Megan. Good to see you. I am so stirred up, and I guarantee a lot of people are stirred up worse than I am. No amendment is absolute. I can't get that phrase out of my head. I don't think I'll ever forget that. To hear a president of the United States stand up and say about our Constitution, no amendment is absolute. There's going to be a terrible time here, folks. These people have made it plain as day what they intend. And I got news for you, man. You can burn that Bill of Rights. That piece of paper don't mean shit. These rights come to us from God. And I will submit we are not going to give them up. Read my lips, like old man Bush said. Except we're going to stand behind that. I'm worked up. I don't hardly know what else to say, but I listened to this idiot speak. And the second statement he made that I think we all need to pay attention to, because I was just talking about this last evening, talked about prayer and faith saving this country. Joe, the last thing you said may come back and bite you in the ass. His last statement was, enough prayers. Time for some action. All right, Joe. Come and get him. You all try to have a good night. And we get into something a little more pleasant another day. Hey, thank you all for coming. I appreciate it. And we'll see you soon. God bless America. She needs it. Good night.